Hey guys, beer review time again, and we have this one from Ninove in Belgium, and you might know the city Ninove because Slagmulder is also there. Its location of the brewery is there, and you know them from Witkap Pater. They have the Stimolo, the double, and then the triple. So this one is also from Ninove. It's a beer without any sugar. I don't know about this one because it's the new one, the prior, because this one comes in at 9% ABV. They have many styles of blonde ones, like all different like adjuncts added here and there, some differences to it. And the name of the beers are VIBB, and that's also the brewery in Ninove, and that means very important Belgian beer. So okay, so for guys that are vegan, like these beers are very good. No sugar, no lactose, all natural ingredients. I remember because they did last for a long time. They started a long time ago. It must be like 5 years ago they started or something. I'm not 100% sure. There is also nothing on the bottle, like you can see.
Oh no.
Another label or a barcode or nothing. Just the name, very important Belgian beer, prior, 9% ABV. And then here stands the location of the brewery in Ninove. But there it really ends. So artisanal brewed, that's the thing I know for sure. And without sugar. So I'm hoping this one is also without sugar. I think it will be also without sugar because that's their thing. They do this brewery does that all the time. Oh, I hope it isn't a gusher and it has a good hiss, but like you can see, no purling on the beer itself. But when you pour it, it has a rather lively color to it. So then there you already can see it is brewed with wheat and all these natural things with some wheat and some grains. And I know for sure this one is going to be also without sugar, like I told you. So it has that yellow color to it, the straw yellow color to it, what goes also with the beer, of course, because it's a natural beer and it gets this color, then yeah, it will be like smelling like a farm, like the wheat, and maybe there are some oats in there, but I'm not sure because this one is going to be, like I said, vegan friendly, and also people that have problems with their sugar levels that must get injections. This beer will also be good for them because yeah, there is a lack of sugar. There is no sugar at all. So okay, I'm gonna dive in on the nose first, guys. Yeah, it has that farm all over it. When you walk at a farm and you smell all these natural things, the weeds and the grains and all these lovely things, it's like that. So that's artisanal made. I'm sure they will use also the Belgian hops, mostly from Poperinge. The hops from Poperinge are really well known and gets loads of attention by many brewers in Belgium. But here and there, like they have their now from now on they have their own fields of hops. Most some brewers have them, so their own hops, and it's starting to grow everywhere. Now and then, when you drive on the road in Belgium, you can see sometimes hop fields with an arrow. You can drive to there and you can see it. Yeah, it's a nice thing. So we're just gonna dive in. Cheers, guys.
Three, two, one.
It is that it has that farm thing all over it, but it is kind of sweet at the back. It is citrusy. You get some banana. It's bitter also. At the end, it is really bitter. it starts off fruity, more with the citrusy notes, and then the banana a little bit. You get those things, a little bit of lemongrass even. So it is smooth, it is crisp, and you get that earthy thing, that grassy thing all over it. But it is smooth drinking, and it is bitter at the end. So that's another thing that I wasn't expecting it would be as bitter as this one. But then again, our hops will be in here, like I told you, our Belgium hops, and therefore it is also rather spicy, but it is really well in balance with that little sweetness that is in the beer present in the beer. So that's a good balance between the two. The bitterness at the end for me is a little bit too much, but otherwise, for the 9% ABV, I think this is a really well made beer, because the other ones I wasn't actually a fan of, to be honest. And I don't know if this contains sugar. The other ones didn't had sugar in there, because it said on the label, but here is nothing on the label. That's a little bit of a strange thing. Yeah. It just says prior beer from Karthuizers. And I don't know who these Karthuizers are, but it could be some abbey monks that are also like involved, not involved maybe, but they got their attention to mention them, I think, this brewery. And yeah, I do like the name. Very important Belgian beer. Yeah. But I think I never had this one, the prior. It must be brand new. So I'm gonna put here all during this video. I will put here some information about if there was sugar used. It must be standing somewhere. I will search it online. And what brewery is there, if there even is a brewery, because this is just called VIBB brewery. But then again, it could be a label beer brewed by another brewery, like Gypsy Brewery. Yeah, it's like that all the time in Belgium. So that could be. But if I'm correct, they were standing on some like beer shows. But then again, I think it will be a rather small nano brewery, because I have seen them on shows, these beers, and then you can taste them also, of course. So I think it will be a nano or a micro brewery in Belgium that works like on their own. We have also multiple ones of those, of course. That yeah, they have a small brewery and they make not that much bottles of these, of course, a year. They're really limited to making huge amount of bottles, because we have many beers already, enough beers in Belgium already to choose from. And that's a good thing for the people who do like to try many beers like I do, but not for the other ones in Belgium that always drink like duvels, or like just regular pilsners, or like their triple karmeliet. For those people, it's not great to have so many beers. They will just say there are too many beers. I will never try this one or this one. And yeah, for us people, yeah, we like that. We like that, and I'm searching all the time for new ones. So you can imagine how much work it is to get for me new ones. For other people, like if you had 100 beers in Belgium, you haven't got any of them, because there are like thousands. I'm sure of that. So yeah, my rating for this one, I really like it. I'm gonna take just another sip first to make sure what I'm saying. And it stays at the right temperature also. Yeah, it has that earthy thing all over it, that grassy thing. The spiciness is now more. The bitterness, when you take your second sip, the bitterness, the spiciness is more present. Okay, I'm gonna give this 6.5 out of 10. What is a decent rating for me? I think it's a really decent rating for a beer like this. That is rather unknown again for most of us. I did have seen it before, the blonde one, like I told you, uh, many different ones, and this one I think is brand new. So, okay, I'm gonna round it up now, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, a beer dick is Dr. Ray. Cheers.